Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this afternoon's broadcast of the Los Alamos High School softball team. The Los Alamos High School Hilltopper softball team will take on the visiting Espanola Valley Sun Devils this afternoon. And hi, everybody. My name is Mike Mays, and we are here in beautiful White Rock, New Mexico, here at Hope Field, named for former assistant coach and team mother Hope Jaramillo. Hope Field down here at Overlook Park, and the sun is currently out. However, we have some clouds threatening. It did rain a little bit earlier in White Rock today for about half hour, 45 minutes or so, right around 1 o'clock. But the field looks like it's in pretty good shape right now for this afternoon's game between the Hilltoppers and the Espanola Valley Sun Devils. The Hilltoppers come into today's game. This, by the way, is the District 2 Quad A opener for both schools. Los Alamos coming in with a record of 8 wins and 5 losses. They are ranked number 10 currently in Class 4A, according to maxpreps.com. The Toppers have scored 113 runs on the season and have given up 72 runs. Their opponent, the visiting Sun Devils, are 4-7 on the season. They're also their district opener. They are ranked number 18 in Class Quad A. They have scored 95 runs. They have given up 109 runs. So Toppers, like I said, 8-5. They have won 3 out of their last 5. Their last outing was on Saturday. However, they lost big to the Aztec Tigers. That was a score of 14-0. But here, brand new season here in district play. Toppers, interestingly, in their last 5 games, those games have not one of which in either a topper win or topper loss has been decided by less than 8 runs. For the Sun Devils, they won their most recent game against Santa Fe Indian School. They took that one at 10-6. However, they lost the previous 2 to Bloomfield and Las Vegas Robertson. They lost to Bloomfield 10-3, and they were nipped by the Robertson Cardinals 10-8. So we are just about underway here, and we'll give you a little bit more info on the district coming up here in just a bit. But everybody starting to take the field right now. The Sun Devils, the visiting team, will bat first. They are coached by Robert Garcia. He has been here for many, many years. Very, very solid softball coach. And he's going to start Marisa Beta. She's the catcher. Ashley Ocejeda is the shortstop. Trinity Ortega, the first baseman. And if anybody gets on in this first inning, at the top of the first inning, Camille Hernandez, the pitcher, will be up to bat for the Toppers. Their defense is Maria de Herrera. She will play first base today. Hannah Bergerman gets a start at second base. At third base, Michaela Guillen. At shortstop, Abby de Herrera. And the outfield is Izzy Madison in right, Rihanna Naranjo in center field, and Micah Stanfield in left field. Starting behind the plate, Illy Garcia for the Hilltoppers, and Bella Robertson will get the start on the mound for Los Alamos. So we are still meeting at the plate. So although we are getting close to game time, game schedules start at 4 o'clock. Softball actually generally starts a couple of minutes earlier than the scheduled time, which is a direct contrast to baseball, which starts kind of whenever it feels like it. Right, if it's going to start at 4 o'clock, it'll start at 4:02, 4:04, 4:08, whatever. No problem. But in any event, like I said, this is the first district contest for both Los Alamos and Espanola Valley. Currently, actually no teams in District 2 have played a district game yet. Los Alamos has the most wins out of any team in the district. They have the 8 wins, as I said, and a kind of a three-way toss-up there, right in the middle. Espanola Valley, Moriarty, both have records of 4 and 7. Pewaukee Valley is 5 and 9. And Taos is not in the win column so far. The Tigers having a bit of a rough go here at the early part of the season. They are 0 and 7. And the Toppers will actually meet Taos later this weekend, as a matter of fact, and I'll have a little bit more info for you there. And in case you're wondering, today is also the opening day for Topper baseball for the district season. Topper's actually uptown right now at Bomber Field, assuming the weather is holding up there. And Toppers are 6 and 7. They are taking on the Sun Devils as well. The Sun Devil baseball team is 4 and 8. Moriarty and Pewaukee Valley also playing in baseball today. And we are getting our warm-up pitches in, throwing the ball around the infield here, and just about ready to start. So intermittent clouds, like I said, maybe a little bit threatening at this point. We'll keep an eye on that. I got a lot of electrical equipment as well, which is great, and I have really nothing to cover it up. Not super good planning on my part, but that's all right. We will make do with what we got. So Bella Robertson, like I said, she will be the starting pitcher this afternoon. And coming up, first batter up for the Sun Devils is Marisa Abeta. She is the catcher. And throw down to second base, and we are just about ready to get underway here. And like I said, we're kind of keeping our eye on the weather today. We'll see what happens. But we are ready to go, and Abeta steps up to the plate against Bella Robertson. Abeta, a right-handed batter. She leads off, not a particularly tall girl. And we are all set to go. As Abeta digs in to the right-handed batter's box. And Robertson is all set. She toes the rubber. And first pitch from Robinson goes high and outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. And the throwback as she gets away from Robertson, it goes into center field, and they're retrieving the ball currently. It is back to Robertson. 1-0 the count to Abeta. Second offering is a fastball. That is also high and away. Ball 2, 2-0 the count here, just underway at Hope Field. Little bit breezy, not too bad. Looks like it's blowing a little bit in from left field. Another pitch, another fastball, and that one again a little bit high. So 3-0 to the leadoff batter here in this District 2 4A opener. Robertson is ready, the windup and the pitch, and that's going to sail high as well. So Abeta is on board on 4 pitches. And that is going to bring to the plate Ashley Ocejeda. She is the shortstop, number 2 batter, a right-handed batter for the Sun Devils, and quite a bit bigger and stronger, it looks like, than the leadoff batter. And she faces Robertson. Robertson, nice fastball right at the letters, and that is fouled off down the first base line and out of play into the street and bouncing into the Paul Spirio Soccer Complex parking lot. 0-1 the count. First strike thrown by Robertson. She is ready. Another, and that's drilled into deep right center, and that is gone. Line drive home run. Second swing of the game for Ashley Ocejeda, and the Sun Devils are up immediately 2-0. That was an absolute line drive from Osaheda. And actually pretty good pitch on the outside part of the plate. And Osaheda goes the opposite way with it into right center. And no doubt about that one. So a 2-0 advantage here for the Sun Devils right off the bat. And their number 3 hitter, Trinity Ortega, the first baseman. She wears number 3. She's number 3 hitter, and she plays position number 3. Big swing and a big miss on the first fastball to Ortega from Bella Robertson. 0-1 the count, 2-0 right immediately. And then took a little bit something off of that one, Robertson did, and Ortega way ahead of it. Does get a little bit of piece of it, and it goes to the backstop. 0-2 the count for Robertson against Trinity Ortega. And there is a loop into short center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Ortega is aboard. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. A 4-pitch walk to Marissa Abeda, followed by a big home run to right center field by Ashley Osaheda. And then finding the porch in short center was Trinity Ortega. She is aboard. And that's going to bring up the cleanup batter for the Espanola Valley Sun Devils, and that is Camille Hernandez. She is the pitcher. First pitch is off the plate. Ball 1. And Robertson ready once again. And nice fastball by Robertson. That's going to go off the screen directly behind home plate. And giving chase for the toppers is Illy Garcia, not able to run that one down. 1-1 the count. Still a runner on first, still nobody out. Toppers playing fairly shallow in the outfield. Double play depth, and there's a line drive, and that is caught out in right field and thrown back to first base to double off Trinity Ortega. So that catch made by Izzy Madison. So Madison catches a line drive. That was a well-hit ball into right field, but Madison right there, she spears it, and she throws to first base to double up Ortega. 2 outs immediately. Great play there in right field by Izzy Madison. So quickly, the Toppers go from runner on first, nobody out, to a base is empty and 2 away for the number 5 batter in the order. That is Savannah Casado. She is the center fielder. First pitch a ball, second pitch, Casados goes around. 1-1 the count. And Robertson ready, and there's a squibber over to second base, picked up at second base by Hannah Bergman, and she throws over to first in plenty of time, and that'll do it for the Sun Devils. But they come up with 2 runs on a 2-run blast to right center from Ashley Osaheda, and so they are up at 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the first inning. So the line for the Sun Devils, 2 runs on 2 hits, no topper errors, and nobody left on base. So for the Toppers in the bottom of the first, trying to get those 2 runs back, they are going to send Rihanna Naranjo, the center fielder, Anessa Wieke, the designated player, it will bat second, and Abby De Herrera, the shortstop, if anybody gets on. Michaela Guillen, the third baseman, will come up for the Toppers. And for the Sun Devils, getting the start on the mound today is Camille Hernandez, the pitcher. Hernandez hit, actually was just up. She hit a a hot line drive to right field. Very, very nice contact, but went straight to the right fielder, Izzy Madison, who was able to double up Trinity Ortega to get the Toppers out of what could have been a very, very big Sun Devil inning. And the Sun Devils meeting in the pitching circle and doing a little kind of group high five there as they're ready for the Toppers. And up to the plate is Ariana Naranjo to try to get things going here for the Hilltoppers in this bottom of the first inning. And Hernandez is ready. Big windup and a fastball, and that is going to be fouled off down the first baseline by Naranjo. Naranjo, a right-handed batter. She digs in, adjusts her lone batting glove. She's ready to go. Now steps out of the box momentarily as Hernandez steps off the rubber, and now we're ready to go again. 0-1 the count. Waiting the second pitch from Hernandez. And that one, a fastball just below the knees. Only about an inch low there. Pretty good pitch there from Hernandez. Had a good speed on it as well. 1-1 the count to Naranjo. And that pitch right at the knees. Good. Another fastball. Pretty much all fastballs so far from Hernandez. 1-2 the count, but very, very nice pitch. Looked like caught the inside corner as well. And another one. That one's going to go upstairs and outside. Fighting that one off is Naranjo. She fouls that off. Again, down the first baseline and across the street to the parking lot. We have a young man picking that up. They used to give lollipops and stuff out for that. They don't do that anymore. And they took something off of that one, and Naranjo just got a piece of it. That was right at the letters. Really nice pitch. But Naranjo able to hang in there, just got a piece and fouled it off the screen. 1-2 the count. A couple nice pitches early here from Hernandez, and another fastball. It's rolled over to second base and picked up and thrown out in plenty of time for out number 1 for the Sun Devils at second base. And Mariah Duran picks that one up, and I'll set the Sun Devil defense up for you here in a second. Up now for the Toppers, Anessa Wiake, the designated player. And she's also a right-handed batter. She is very, very far up in the box, but as far up as you can get. Her left foot actually right there on the chalk in the top of the box. First pitch gets away a little bit. Wiake showing a bunt, pulled back at plenty of time. Shows bunt again. And Hernandez not even on the rubber yet. Now she's on the rubber. And Wiake still showing bunt. And that one high. I didn't think Wiake actually got her bat back. But 2-0 the count. Pitch is high. Wiake still showing bunt. Not even been a little bit shy about showing bunt. And another pitch high. That one a little bit over the letters. 3-0 the count to Anessa. She's the second batter here for the Toppers. Hernandez missed all 3 of those high, and she's going to miss that one in. Oh, I thought that one was a little bit inside. The umpire disagrees, and he's going to call that a strike. That right at the top of the strike zone, and must have just caught the inside black. 3-1 the count. Hernandez is ready, and there's a pitch, fastball. That is going to be fouled off. So full count here for Anessa Wiake, the designated player. Nobody aboard, one away here for Los Alamos in the bottom of the first inning. So nice, bright and sunny now, actually starting to warm up a little bit. But that could change at any second. Been a wild day of weather. That one rolled over to short, slow roller, but that is picked up and thrown across the diamond in plenty of time to Ashley Osejeda. And she retires. Anessa Wiake for out number 2. So nobody aboard, 2 away here for Los Alamos. And the number 3 batter, Abby De Herrera, is coming up to the plate. Abby, by the way, the big stick in the topper lineup this year, currently has a batting average of .634 and a very healthy slugging percentage of 1.12. And slugging percentage is, they calculate that by number of total bases versus batting average. So that means she averages more than a single per at bat. So very healthy slugging percentage here for Abby. And she is waving her bat, threatening bunt. And that pitch from Hernandez is low. 2-0 the count already to Abby. Abby is the shortstop. The Sun Devil defense pulled way up, expecting the bunt. I'd be very surprised if she bunted in this situation. Nice fastball from Hernandez at 2-1 the count. But no fake bunt there. Nice pitch inside there from Hernandez. Just caught the black once again. And looked like a little bit of an off-speed pitch as well. 2-2. Hernandez with the offering. That one just high. Pretty good pitch, but just ran up a little bit. Might have been a rise ball from Camille Hernandez. Full count here, 2 away to the number 3 batter for Los Alamos. And Hernandez with the fastball, and that is going to run inside. So De Herrera aboard with a walk. So first topper base runner of the afternoon, and that's going to bring Michaela Guillen to the plate. She's the third baseman, and she is also the cleanup batter this afternoon, another right-handed batter. And she squares to bunt immediately, and that, And then, wow. So what happened there? Abby De Herrera got way off of first base. Coming out of the catcher's box was Marisa Beta of Espanola Valley, ran right at her as she was supposed to do. And then Abby took off for second. The throw to second would have been in plenty of time, just a little bit low, and squirted away from the shortstop, Ashley Osejeda, into short center field, and Abby is safe. But that would have been a very, very close play. And now Abby's getting awarded third base. I thought. Well, now I'm not sure what was going on. I thought she was being awarded third base, but actually she ran back into the dugout. And we have a delay here. I'm not quite sure what happened. Didn't look like Abby got hurt on the play, but thank you. And one of the fans sitting over here let me know she was actually wearing an earring. That is a big no-no in high school softball. So she has to go remove that. And the field umpire letting the toppers know there will be no such jewelry allowed in this ball game. So Abby, I believe, is taking those off. That is actually not a new rule. That rule was actually implemented when I was in high school, believe it or not. just right after the last mastodon died, unfortunately. But no, as a matter of fact, what happened was the cool thing when I believe I was a sophomore. The cool thing was that boys were just starting to get earrings. So one of the first guys that got his ear pierced, I believe he was from St. Pius, if I'm not mistaken, was running to second base, slid into second base. The tag on him hit him right in the ear, and well, he doesn't have 2 full ears anymore, let's say. So they immediately said, no more jewelry of any kind. So in any event, the Toppers are actually send a pinch runner out to second base. And I'll figure out who that is in a minute. McGeehan at bat, and her first pitch is a strike. 0-1 the count to Guillen, and then the next pitch is low. Actually, I'm sorry, that was the second pitch. Now that was the third pitch. So 2-1 the count. The first pitch actually was to Abby De Herrera, is the one where she ended up on second. And now one of the Sun Devil players is being getting sent back to the dugout. That may have also been for a jewelry warning. So, and that was Ashley Osejeda, the shortstop. So still in the delay here. Not quite sure what's going on, and Robert Garcia stepping out, trying to get some clarification for the Sun Devils. But okay, back to action here. 2-1 the count, 2 out. So little bit of protocol trouble here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 still in favor of the Sun Devils. 2-1 the count to Guillen, and a change up from Hernandez, but the bottom dropped out of that one and hit the actually skipped off the plate. Guillen able to lay off of it. 3-1 the count, 2 out, runner on second base. And there's the pitch, a fastball that's going to run inside. So 2 straight walks from Hernandez. First and second, 2 down for the Toppers here. Trying to get at least one of those runs back for themselves. By the way, the pinch runner on second base is Daylin Rodriguez for the Toppers. She replaced Abby De Herrera, and that one goes back to the backstop, and not able to pick it up in time was the catcher, Marisa Beta, and both runners advance. So Topper batter, Micah Stanfield. And so both runners advance on the wild pitch. So Hernandez, who looked well in command early in this inning, having a little trouble now. Slow roller to third base. Throw across the diamond is slow, but it is scooped up by the Sun Devil first baseman, Trinity Ortega. What a play. Had to stretch all the way. A very slow roller right down the third baseline. That picked up by Estrella Tena. And she picks it up and throws across the diamond, but that throw was low. And stretching as far as she could was Trinity Ortega, but she makes the play to end the inning. So for the Toppers, they end up with no runs on and did not earn a hit either. No Sun Devil errors and 2 left on base. 2-0 in favor of the Sun Devils heading into the top of the second inning. So 2-0 advantage for the Espanola Valley Sun Devils. And coming up, due up this inning, this top of the second inning for Espanola Valley, they're due up Estrella Tena, who just made that play at third base. She is due up first. Gracie Bird, the left fielder, and Mariah Duran, the second baseman. If any of those ladies get on, that will bring up Alia Lopez, the number 9 batter, and she is the right fielder. And still on the mound for the Toppers is Bella Robertson. Robertson got off to a little bit of a shaky start, but was helped out by her defense, particularly right fielder Izzy Madison in that first inning. And she was able to get out with just giving up the 2 runs on a 2-run home run. So Tena up to bat. And Robertson ready. Her first pitch, a fastball. Looked like a pretty good pitch. But the umpire going to say that one missed. I'm not sure where it missed. Pretty good fastball from Robertson. Second pitch, and that is another fastball. That one is fouled off. Straight back and out of play. 1-1 the count. So Tena, Bird, and Dunan due up for the Sun Devils, hoping to add on to that 2-0 lead. And so nice, bright, and sunny right now, and actually warming up a little bit. And pulling the string on that one was Robertson, and way ahead of it was Tena. Nice pitch there by Robertson. 1-2 the count. So Robertson is ready. The windup and the pitch. That one's going to sail just high. 2-2 to Estrella Tena. And another pitch, another fastball, and that is a line drive. That is going to go straight to first base. And that was, actually, that's Guillen over there now. So that is 1 out. Guillen actually moving over from third base to first base. And so I think we had to have some adjustment after De Herrera had to leave the game. First pitch to the next batter. Gracie Bird is fouled off. That is near the fence on the first baseline, and that is going to drop very, very close. It looked like for a second, Guillen had a play on it. But 0-1 the count, nobody on. 1 out for Bella Robertson. Next pitch is a fastball that's going to run up. 1-1 the count. Well, considering the weather has been a little iffy today, a nice crowd, and that's a line drive, and that's going to go over the head of the center fielder, and a rounding second, and holding up on second is Gracie Bird with a clean double out there in center field. I believe is Rihanna Donahoe. She was playing just middle depth, but that line drive went right over her head. Nothing she could do about it. And ending up on second base was Bird. And that is going to bring up Mariah Duran. She is the second baseman with a runner aboard. First pitch, nice pitch from Robertson right at the knees for strike 1. So 1 away here in the top of the second inning. Sun Devils up 2-0. And another fastball, that one right at the belt. And taking all the way was Duran for strike 2, 0-2 the count. And that one actually ran up a little bit, but Duran offers at it, and she goes down swinging. So 2 away here, and that is going to bring up Aaliyah Lopez. She is the number 9 hitter for the Sun Devils. Again, wearing number 9. She's number 9 hitter, and she plays position number 9. And Robertson with the fastball. It's going to run up, and that's going to get away from the catcher, Illy Garcia, and to the backstop. So that is going to advance the runner, Gracie Bird. So now she is just 60 feet away. 1-0 the count to the number 9 batter, and a swing, and that is lifted foul and out of play down the right field line and into the street. And Robert Garcia wants to talk things over with his batter. Didn't like something on that swing. I don't know if she missed a sign or wasn't crazy about the swing in any way, but doing a little coaching is Robert Garcia. Like I said, he's been here at Espanola Valley for many, many years. Very, very good softball coach. 1-1 the count, and that's going to run up high, 2-1. So Sun Devils hoping to cash in that runner at third base, but 2 down here. 2-1 to Lopez. Lopez right-handed batter. And a pitch, nice fastball right at the belt line. And late on that one was Lopez. So Robertson evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Deuce is wild here with a runner on third base during the top of the second inning. Robertson grinds the ball into her hip, and then there's the throw. Nice pitch by Robertson. Took a little bit something off it that caught the outside corner for strike number 3. Lopez could do nothing with it. So the Toppers get out of this inning unscathed. No runs on 1 hit. No Topper errors, and 1 left aboard. 2-0 in favor of the Sun Devils. So Robertson able to pitch around a 1-out double and a very, very nice swing, kind of an inside-out swing by Gracie Bird, the left fielder. But she is left stranded on third base. So 3 hits so far for the Sun Devils off of Bella Robertson. And coming out for the second inning is Camille Hernandez, the pitcher, who looked very, very sharp early, but actually ended up walking a pair of batters in a row and fell behind on a third batter. But was able to get her to ground out to third base. So for the due up for the Toppers in this inning, we're looking at Hannah Bergerman, the second baseman. She'll be followed by Maria de Herrera, the first. She started at first base. I'm not quite sure where she is now. And she'll be followed by Izzy Madison, the right fielder. Robertson will be due up fourth this inning. But we'll keep an eye on that. Like I said, we had an issue. Abby de Herrera wearing jewelry, and she had to go off the field after getting to second base, and that is a no-no. Like I said, that is not a new rule. And Bergerman showing bunt here again. Most of the Toppers, when they go up, are showing bunt. That does not phase Hernandez. She throws a fastball right on the inside part of the plate for strike number 1. And again, showing bunt here, and that pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So the Sun Devils, Toppers have not bunted yet, but the Sun Devil corners of the infield both pulled way in, just in case she does decide. Now Bergerman with the bat on her shoulder, and there's the pitch. Nice fastball. That just getting a piece of it is Bergerman. That is fouled straight back. 1-2 the count for Hannah Bergerman. And another pitch, that one in the dirt, but it offered at it. That pitch not fielded cleanly by the catcher, but throws over to first base in plenty of time to get Bergman. So one away for Los Alamos. And that is going to bring Maria de Herrera to the plate. She's the number 7 batter in the top order. Like I said, she started the game at first base. I'm not quite sure where she is now. And a swing from De Herrera, and that is fouled back, straight back and out of play. Threatened somebody's car there behind the plate, but drops harmlessly into the parking lot. 0-1 the count. And that one high. So when Hernandez has missed so far in this ballgame, she has missed high. But when she's throwing the heat, she has been really on top of the plate the entire time. 1-1 the count here to Maria, and that one right at the letters. Nice pitch. Looked like it caught the inside corner as well. 1-2 the count. So Hernandez in pretty good control right now, as Maria de Herrera awaits the pitch, and here it comes right at the knees for strike 3. So Maria couldn't do much with that one, but a nice pitch there by Hernandez, her second strikeout in a row, and her second strikeout of this ball game. So that will bring Izzy Madison to the plate. She is the right fielder. Madison had the play of the game so far for Los Alamos, catching a line drive in right field and throwing out the the runner at first base for a big double play. Could have got the toppers out of a big, potentially big inning, and that one is fouled straight back and out of play. And right behind me, as a matter of fact, and Gene Mortensen was here, as he usually would be. He would have been diving under the table, but that's Gene. But Gene unable to make it this afternoon, and of course we been working with Gene for a number of years, and so he will be back for certain on Saturday, as Hernandez's next pitch took something off of that one. That one actually ended up in the dirt. 1-1 the count to Izzy Madison. This is her first trip to the plate. She's the number 8 hitter in the topper order. And that one, a fastball right on the black on the inside part of the plate. And that is called a strike. So Hernandez has really been working the inside of the part of the plate very, very well today during this early part of the ball game. 1-2, and that one a rise ball, and Madison getting a piece of it. So, and that one going to end up in the parking lot as well. Another missed the car last time. The next car this time not so lucky. They may even been that she struck. So hopefully she won't get in any trouble for that. So 1-2 the count, 2 down here. And Hernandez, nice fastball again, just getting a piece of it was Izzy Madison. That goes off the screen. So Madison hanging in there very, very well. Had to fight off a couple of really tough pitches here with a 2-strike count. And Hernandez is ready. Madison is ready. And the next pitch, that is also fouled straight back. That one looked like maybe a little high and outside, but pretty close. Madison having to protect on that one. Still 1-2 the count, and now we've got a little bit of cloud cover here right above Hope Field. Keep an eye on that for you. And then Nice changeup, but Madison again able to fight it off. That was a heck of a pitch by Hernandez. Outside corner right at the knees, but Madison just able to fight it off and stay alive here, 1-2. And Hernandez, that pitch just low. Nice fastball. I think she was hoping maybe Madison would chase that one, but she was able to lay off. So just a hair low on that. Deuce is wild here in the bottom of the second inning for the Toppers for Izzy Madison. Waiting on deck, the pitcher Bella Robertson. And a pitch from Hernandez that's rolled into the hole. Shortstop, long throw. And they are going to just get Madison. Wow, nice play again. That one by the shortstop, Ashley Osejeda, to just get Madison. And again, having to stretch is Trinity Ortega at first base. That one rolled actually closer to third base than shortstop, got by the third baseman, Estrella Tena, but the shortstop, Osejeda, able to pick it up and just gunned it to first, just nipped Madison. So that will do it for the Toppers in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 2-0. Remains the score here after 2 complete innings. So the Sun Devils coming up momentarily in the top of the third to face Robertson. And do it for the Sun Devils this inning. The top of the order, Marissa Beta, the catcher, followed by Ashley Osejeda, the shortstop. A nice play there by Osejeda to end that bottom of the second inning. And Trinity Ortega, the first baseman, due up in this top of the third inning. Sun Devils still ahead 2-0. Those 2 runs scored on a 2-run home run. Second batter of the game. That was Osejeda. That was a opposite field job into right center, but no doubt about that one. So Beta to the plate. Beta walked on 4 pitches in her first at bat to lead this game off, and her first pitch, a rise ball from Robertson that runs high. 1-0 the count, and now that one outside. 2-0 the count. Quickly to Osejeda. So 6 pitches to Osejeda. She has not seen one over the plate yet. Osejeda, not a tall girl. And that one is going to be high and outside as well. 3-0 the count. So Robert Garcia giving his leadoff batter some signal from third base, see what he wants to do. And she's taking all the way. Wow. They're going to get, that is an automatic strike if I ever saw one. That one was at the shoulders. But that one called a strike, 3-1. I think that was a little high. And that one, a swing and a miss there by Abeta. Nice fastball there by Robertson right at the belt line. So it goes from 3-0 to 3-2. Just like that. So the payoff pitch from Robertson, that might have been a little bit high, but that one fouled off the right side and out of play. Full count here to the leadoff batter of this top of the third, Marissa Beta. Robertson looked like she shook off a couple of signals there from her catcher, Illy Garcia. Back into the batter's box is Marissa Beta for the payoff pitch. Nobody out here, and that one is going to run high and outside, so ball 4. Second rock of the game issued to Marissa Beta from Robertson, and that is going to bring up Ashley Osejeda. Osejeda, 2-run shot. That is a difference in this ball game early so far. Osejeda, by the way, 700 batting average for the Sun Devils. So big stick in number 2. That one is going to run just a hair outside. 1-0 the count. And not a bad pitch there from Robertson, fastball. But Osaheda lays off. 1-0 the count, runner on first. And that one looked a little high, but Osaheda offers at it and fouls it down the right field line and out of play. 1-1 the count for Ashley Osaheda against Bella Robertson. Toppers look to be in double play depth on the infield. And much deeper than the first time they played. Now that pitch is going to get away. Wild pitch gets to the play. It gets to the backstop. And that is going to advance Marisa Beta. So runner on second now. Nobody down. 2-1 the count to a very dangerous hitter, Ashley Osaheda. And a fastball that is slapped down the right field line, foul. 2-2 the count. Like I said, the Topper outfield has taken several steps back from the last time Ashley was aboard. Due to the big shot she had in that first inning. And Robertson, that pitch is going to be high. That's going to get away again. And advancing once again is Marisa Beta. She's going to get into third, slides into third. There was actually no play there. She just slid into third a little funny, but she looks to be okay. 2-2 the count to Ashley. And there's the pitch. And that was lined into right field. And that is caught out in right field, but plenty deep enough. Tagging from third is Beta, and she is safe at home. The relay from first base from Guillen a little bit late, so a sacrifice fly out to right field by Osaheda, and that is going to score Marisa Beta. So 3-0 ball game. The Sun Devils leading here after in the top of the third inning. 1 away now. Base is empty for Trinity Ortega. She is the first baseman. Going to make a couple of nice stretches out there on defense and at first base, both to end the second inning and to end the third inning. We're taking the number 3 batter. 1 away, and she's going to drill one, and that's going to get over the head and to the fence in right center, and double, and stand-up double, actually. Big turn at second base by Ortega. Thought better of it about 10 feet away and tried to put on the brakes. She slipped a little bit, but gets back to second plenty of time. But nice shot there. Again, the Topper outfield playing way in, and that one sailed one hopper to the fence in right center. So the Sun Devils still in business with 1 away here, and that is going to bring Camille Hernandez, the pitcher, to the plate. Now her first time out, she actually hit she is the one that hit the sharp line drive to right field, and making a nice play out there was Madison, and that easily would have gone for extra bases had Madison not been there. So the 1-1 the count after a first pitch strike. Second pitch gets away from Garcia. So another wild pitch, and that is going to advance the runner Trinity Ortega to third base. So another runner right at third with 1 out. Excuse me. 1-1 on the count. Hard ground ball to the right side. That's going to get scooped up and thrown to first, but that is going to be deep enough to score. The runner from third, and that is Ortega. So a RBI there for Hernandez, and Ortega comes around to score. That makes it 4-0 in favor of the Sun Devils. So that was a hard ground ball. Nice scoop up there by the second baseman, I believe. Yeah, that is still Bergerman. Just double check. We already had some position switches for the toppers. And up to bat for Espanola Valley, the center fielder, Savannah Casados. Casados grounded out to second in her first at bat. Now the line drive into right field. And that is caught by Robertson for out number 3. Very, very nice defensive game here for Robertson, or excuse me, Madison in right field. But that'll do it. But the damage done again. 2 runs for the Espanola Valley Sun Devils on just 1 hit. No topper errors, but a couple of, actually 3 wild pitches in that inning, and that leads to a pair of runs. And nobody left for the Sun Devils, and so they are up 4-0 after 2.5 innings here. So toppers will come up in the bottom of the third to face Camille Hernandez, who is pitching very, very well here early in this ball game. And due up for Los Alamos in this inning. They're going to send a Bella Robertson to the plate, and then we're going to swing around to the top of the order to Rihanna Naranjo and Anessa Wiake. So 9-1-2 due up for Los Alamos. And Robertson steps up to the plate. Robertson down 4-0 on the mound. Actually, has pitched pretty well. Really only gave up one hit so far of consequence, but that was a big hit, obviously. But other than that, it actually pitched pretty well. And then, wow, what a fastball by Hernandez right on the inside corner. Kind of an inside-out swing there, just getting a piece of it. Was Robertson able to foul it off to the right side? That was quite the pitch from Hernandez, who is throwing very, very well right now. And then jammed her again, and able to get a piece of that was Bella Robertson, but fouled that off on the right side again. Quickly 0-2. 2 very, very hard pitches from Hernandez to start this bottom of the third inning. And then that one took something off of that one, but that one sailed on Camille, and that gets back to the backstop. 1-2 the count to Robertson. So pitcher versus pitcher here to start this bottom of the third. Hernandez is ready, and another fastball again on the inside part of the plate. Robertson can do nothing with it for strike number 3. That is the third strikeout of this ball game by Camille Hernandez, and she is throwing very, very well right now. We're going to move around to the top of the order. Ariana Naranjo going to come up to bat for the topper. She is the center fielder. She grounded out to second base in her first at bat. That one way high, but unfortunately Naranjo not able to lay off of it. So she swings and misses. 0-1 the count. And that is again high, but Naranjo again cannot lay off. She does get a piece of it and fouls it off to the backstop for strike 2. 0-2 the count quickly. So Hernandez dealing right now. Still in middle of sunshine and clouds here right now. And that one, oh, nice line drive right past the first baseman. Naranjo digging for second. She's going to make it, making the turn. She's going to go for third, and she is going to get there. Head first slide, no throw. So a line drive right at first base bag that gets into right field. And Naranjo immediately going for second, slowed up a little bit, rounding second, and then took off for third. No play there. And so safe at third, Rihanna Naranjo with a triple down the right field line. So just a line drive right down the line. And able to go all the way to third, she dives for third. There was no throw and a bunt, and that's going to get on the ground, picked up by the third baseman, out at first, and then the throw back home and out. Naranjo is out at home on the attempted sacrifice. What a throw from the first baseman. And that was Trinity Ortega. That was a bullet right back home after getting the out. Actually, I think that may have been the second baseman. I'll check on that. That may have been the second baseman, Mariah Duran, covering first. I'll try to see if who that was, but that was a bullet from first base and got Naranjo by half a step at the plate. Naranjo trying to hook slide into home plate, but out. What a throw. So a nice attempt there by Wiake on the sacrifice bunt. But that was picked up and then doubled up. At home plate, Wiake thrown out at first, and then Naranjo doubled up at the plate. So, wow, what a play there by the Sun Devil defense. So the Toppers, no runs on one hit. And actually, the first hit of the ball game, that was a one-out triple by Rana Naranjo. But she is thrown out at home plate. No errors for the Sun Devils and nobody left aboard. 4-0 as we swing around to the top of the fourth inning. So a couple of big defensive gems here in this ball game by both teams. Very, very good defensive game so far. So for the Sun Devils, Estrella Tena, the third baseman, goes up to bat. He's a right-handed batter. First pitch is low. This is second time this ball game. Tena has led off an inning. In the second inning, she lined out to the first baseman, Miguel Guillen. Very, very hard hit ball, but right at Guillen. This is her second time of facing Robertson. That pitch just a bit high. I've actually seen higher pitches than that called for strikes in this ball game. But 2-0 the count. So Robertson falling behind early. That one was high too, but Tena could not lay off of it. And half swing equals a full strike. 2-1 the count to Estrella Tena. She'll be followed up by Gracie Bird. And then Mariah Duran due up and a ground ball to third base. That picked up and thrown across in plenty of time. And that was Anessa Wiake at third base. And for out number one, gets Tena by a step and a half at the bag. Gracie Bird now the right-handed batter due up, and she had a big double to center field with one out in that second inning. First pitch to Bird is high and off the plate. 1-0 the count. 4-0 ball game. The Sun Devils looking very, very sharp here. This is, of course, the district opener for both teams, and that one is lined into the outfield, and that's going to drop into right center. Digging for second is Bird, and she's going to make it for her second double of the ball game. So kind of a line drive into second, but it dropped in. Actually played pretty well by the center fielder for the Toppers, Rihanna Naranjo, but Bird digging for second all the way, head first slide into second base, and she is safe. So one out, another one out double for Bird. She has two doubles in this ball game. 4-0. And it's coming to the plate for the Sun Devils, Mariah Duran. And Duran went down on strikes in her first trip up, but quickly ahead 2-0 in the count with a runner on second. Robertson with the pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball to the right side. That's going to get through, rounding third, and coming home is going to be Gracie Bird. She's going to make it. So base hit for Mariah Duran, and that is going to knock in Bird from second. And that is going to give the Sun Devils a 5-0 advantage here in the fourth inning, just the one away right now. And we are at the bottom of the Sun Devil order. Alaya Lopez struck out her first time up. And we're going to get a little meeting on the mound right now. And we'll see what the Toppers want to do here. But 5-0 advantage here for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils have looked very, very sharp in this ball game. Toppers, like I said, have the most wins of any team coming into district play with 8. No other team in district actually on the right side of 500. And we're going to have a new pitcher for the Toppers. That is going to be Michaela Guillen. Guillen started off on third base, was moved over to first at the start of the second inning, and now she will take over. Guillen has done a fair amount of pitching this season for the Toppers. She is a freshman, but actually has the was voted captain this year as well. It's very, very unusual for a freshman. So we will see what she does as she is warming up. But the Toppers really, here in this this part of the ballgame, really can't afford to fall any further behind to the Sun Devils, who have just absolutely played an outstanding game up to this point. So again, I'm moving to the rubber, and we'll see about the rest of the Topper defense right now. Moving over to first base is Robertson. Actually, that might have been the only change made for Los Alamos. So Robertson now at first, Bergerman still at second, and Abby De Herrera at short, and at third base, Vanessa Uyake, who started as the designated player for the Hilltoppers. So up to bat now, and first pitch off the screen is Lopez with a runner on first, one away here. 5-0 advantage for the Espanola Valley Sun Devils. So 0-1 the count to after Lopez, the top of the Sun Devil order will swing around. Next pitch, again trying to take something off of that one. That one in the dirt for ball one. Again ready. And next pitch, comebacker right to her. Is going to throw over to second. That's going to get one, and that is going to double up Lopez. So a comebacker to Guillen. So a 1-6-3, and that is going to do it for the Sun Devils. One hopper straight back to Guillen, throws to second, and then the relay to first in plenty of time. So that'll do it. But another run pushed across by the Sun Devils. So they get one run on 2 hits, no topper errors, and nobody left after the double play. So a couple double plays for the toppers in this ball game. But 5-0 in favor of the Espanola Valley Sun Devils as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. And due up for Los Alamos here in the bottom of the 4th. The heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5, Abby De Herrera, the shortstop. And then Guillen, who is now moved to the pitching slot. And Micah Stanfield, the left fielder. They're facing a very, very hot pitcher right now in Camille Hernandez. She's throwing very hard, and she is placing her pitches very, very well right now. We'll see if that continues. So as I said, the toppers 8-5 coming into this District 2 4A opener, and then Moriarty and Espanola both sitting at 4-7. Pewaukee Valley very similar record as well. They are 5-9. Taos Tigers have not broken into the win column this year. They are 0-7 heading into a district play. Now we have had a John McHale sighting here. John McHale, the crack photographer, and this one is lifted into center field, and that is going to go over the fence line drive home run for Abby De Herrera, and that was a complete line drive. I don't think it got more than 10 feet off the ground at any point, but that one kept sailing to a straightaway center, giving chase over there with Savannah Casados, but nothing doing. And a nice home run solo shot to get the toppers on the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Boy, toppers need that. So De Herrera goes yard to straight away center, and I mean dead straight center for the first topper run of this ball game. Now, Guillen up to bat. And she takes a big cut off of the first pitch. That was a fastball. 0-1 the count. So just the second hit given up by Hernandez this ball game. Another fastball right at the knees. So that pitch that left the yard did get a little bit over the plate. One of the very rare mistakes Hernandez has made, but she's back and dialed in. And a change up right at the letters. That one just misses. Very, very close pitch to take with 2 strikes, but again able to lay off. 1-2 the count now. Nobody out here. Toppers finally on the board. 5-1 ball game during the bottom of the 4th. And now lined into left center. That was going to drop in front of the left fielder. And again takes a look, but she's going to hold up at first base. So a base hit there for Guillen. 1 for 2 now on her afternoon. So we're gonna have a golden runner now for the toppers. Looks like called a courtesy runner, but So you can have a courtesy runner for the pitcher or the catcher. And again, now the pitcher, and coming in is, that's Dalen Rodriguez. I'm sorry, I made a mistake earlier. No, I didn't make a mistake earlier. So Rodriguez, anyway, is the runner for Guillen, and she's at first base. Up to bat for Los Alamos now is Micah Stanfield, the left fielder. And that one bounced straight back to the pitcher. The throw is offline, though, and goes into center field. Rodriguez safe at second base. So they had the runner at second base, but the throw got away from Hernandez and squirts into a short center field. And Rodriguez is safe at second. So that batter was Stanfield. And so she reaches on the error, first and second, nobody out. Taubert's already with a run in and trying to add to that right now. And Bergman, the second baseman, up to bat for Los Alamos. 5-1 ball game. Toppers have a chance to cut into that lead a little bit further here. And change up right on the inside corner, right at the knees. Again, a nice pitch from Hernandez. So Bergman actually struck out her first at bat after a long battle, and a big swing there, but cannot catch up to the pitch from Hernandez. 0-2 the count. That was with Bergman going for the wall on that swing. That was a huge swing. 0-2 the count. Runners on first and second. Still nobody out here for the Toppers in this bottom of the fourth inning. That one fouled off just off the end of the bat from Bergman. Like I said, her first at bat, she had to foul off 4 or 5 very, very good pitches from Hernandez before Hernandez finally got her with a changeup in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Or 0-2 the count still for Bergman. And Hernandez, that one just low for ball 1. So Toppers with a chance to climb back into this ball game, still down by 4 runs, but a leadoff solo shot in this inning from Abby De Herrera to straightaway center. Gets the Toppers on board, and then Bergman goes down on strikes, a high fastball. She cannot catch up to it for the first out of the inning. So Hernandez continuing to be very, very solid on the mound here. Up to bat for Los Alamos now, Maria De Herrera. Started off the game at first base. And this is her second trip to the plate. She struck out looking. And then a straight steal on third base by Dalen Rodriguez. She slides in safe. The throw offline went into left field, but picked up by the left fielder, Gracie Bird. But both runners advanced. Now runners at second and third, 1 out. So big opportunity here for Maria De Herrera. That pitch, by the way, was low for ball 1. And squares around to bunt. Does not able to pull the bat back. And that is strike 1. That pitch actually looked a little bit low. So the Sun Devils all set on the infield to play to the plate. As Maria squares around to bunt. Now pulls it back and takes a cut. A pitch high, but Maria offers at it. 1-2 the count. Big pitch coming up here with runners at second, third, and 1 out, but 2 strike count on Maria De Herrera. And Camille with the offer right at the knees. Wow. And that is called a ball. And do not ask me where that missed. That looked like an excellent pitch. Right, and it might have run just a hair inside, but it was right at the knees. 2-2 the count. That one low for ball 3. So 3-2 count, 1 out. Runners at second and third with the Toppers trying to claw their way back into this ball game, which so far has been all Espanola Valley. And Hernandez with a pitch, and that one's going to run high and outside for ball 4. So Maria draws the walk on a 3-2 count. Was actually down 1-2 in that count, in that at bat, but draws the walk. Base is loaded, 1 out. And coming up to the plate, the defensive star of the game for Los Alamos, Izzy Madison. She's a number 8 batter in the topper order. But bases are juiced with 1 out. The Sun Devil infield pulled way in. Looks like they're going to try to cut the runner out at the plate. So that first pitch high for ball 1. Izzy Madison, huge opportunity here. That one's going to be low. It's going to get away from, running. Oh, that pitch got away momentarily from the catcher, Marissa Beta. And coming way down the line was Dalen Rodriguez, about halfway down third base, put the brakes on. And meanwhile, the runner on second, Micah Stanfield, was halfway to third, but both runners are chased back. Meanwhile, next pitch to Madison, a fastball. She offers at it for strike 1, 2-1 the count. Still just 1 away. And like I said, the Sun Devil infield pinched way in, hoping to cut that runner down. And big swing from Madison, but the pitch drops down beneath her bat. 2-2 the count. Big pitch coming up here with 1 away. And that one is low. That is a slow roller and just gets right down the third baseline. It just scoots foul. That was picked up by the third baseman, Estrella, and thrown to home plate. Would have been in plenty of time to get the runner, but that one went foul by maybe 2 inches before Tenna got to it. 2-2 the count. So Madison stays alive with the foul ball right down the third baseline. And Hernandez with a pitch. And that one is low, but it is swung and missed by Madison for out number 2. Wow, a couple of close calls here for Los Alamos. 2 down now, but the base is still loaded. And up to bat, the starting pitcher, Bella Robertson. She moved over to first base in the 4th inning after the 5th Sun Devil run of the ball game. 5-1, Toppers with the bases loaded. Rodriguez on third as she sees a strike. Stanfield on second, and Maria De Herrera on first for Robertson. Robertson struck out her first trip to the plate, which led off the 3rd inning. Then a big swing there by Robertson. 0-2 the count. So really the first trouble Hernandez has been in the entire ball game. But she has battled back. 0-2 count to Robertson, 2 down. And Camille Hernandez ready, and there's the pitch. That one swung and fouled down the right field line. Line drive right down the right field line, gets out of play. A very, very hard pitch there from Camille Hernandez. He's given up just 1 run and a couple of hits in this ball game. 3 hits to be exact. Actually would have been out of this inning already except for her own error. And next pitch is high and inside for ball 1, 1-2 the count. Nice play there to pluck that one out of the air by Marissa Beta. So here we go, 1-2 the count. And the pitch took something off of that one. Hernandez and Robertson way out in front of it for strike number 3. So the side is retired. Toppers do get on the board with 1 run on 2 hits, but had a chance for a gigantic inning with the bases loaded and 1 out. But Camille Hernandez, who has been very, very good in this ball game, able to punch out Izzy Madison and Bella Robertson in a row to get out of her jam. 1 Sun Devil error that actually was on Hernandez on what looked to be a routine throw over to second base. That one got away from her. And 3 toppers stranded at the end of that inning. 5-1 ball game in favor of the Espanola Valley Sun Devils heading into the top of the 5th inning. So again, going back out to the mound for the Los Alamos Hilltoppers. And by the way, in the 5th inning, you of course are listening to this game on the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel, and we thank you very much for listening in. And of course, we want to thank Carol Clark for, letting us broadcast these great Topper sports. Gene and I go all across the state. We just absolutely love doing this. And we also want to thank our sponsors, the Los Alamos Fire Department and the Los Alamos Police Department. We have some great first responders here in this county, and we thank them very much for all they do and for their support of Hilltopper Sports on the Daily Post YouTube channel. 5-1, top of the 5th inning, and to bat for the Sun Devils is the catcher, Marissa Beta. She is the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Sun Devils. Beta, Josejeda, and Trinity Ortega due up against again. This will be the first time they faced her. Next pitch is high and away for ball 2. 2-0. This is the 3rd trip to the plate for Beta. She's walked both other times that she has been up. And she's come around to score as well. And now ahead 3-0. Actually, Beta's been ahead 3-0 on all 3 of her plate appearances so far. Had to have Robertson actually battled back to 3-2 on the last plate appearance, but taking all the way there is a Beta, and that one a strike right down Broadway. 3-1 the count. Guillen is ready, and the pitch, fastball, and swing over that one was a Beta. Big swing there, and a 3-2 now. And Gene Mortensen, if he was here, could have told you that when you're 3-0 and you take that 4th pitch, it might as well just automatically be 3-2. And the next pitch, and that is fouled right at the Topper dugout on the ground by Beta. 3-2 the count. The count remains. Nobody out here, just getting going here in the top of the 5th inning. The Sun Devils trying to add on to that 4-run lead. And then hard ground ball, and that was right at Anessa Wiake. Wiake didn't even barely have a chance to get her glove off the ground. That scoots into left field rather for a base hit, and very, very hard hit ball right at Wiake, but nothing she could do about it. And boy, that ball was absolutely smoked, and just barely had enough time to react over there at third base. So Beta's aboard for the 3rd time in this ball game. That's going to bring Oceguera to the plate. She started off this game with a 2-run home run, second batter of the game. And that ball was smoked to right center to give the Sun Devils the lead. Sun Devils have never trailed in this ball game. And Oceguera going for the fence again with that swing. That was that ball was up around the shoulders, and that was fouled off, unfortunately. That was fouled off right off of Illy Garcia, the catcher. Looked like it caught her on the right arm. And, boy, I tell you, that does not feel good at all. So they're checking Garcia out right now. But looked like that got her on the right forearm, but that stings, I promise you. That was a big swing from Oceguera. Just did get a piece of that. Pretty good fastball from Guillen. But they're checking her out, and that is unfortunately her throwing hand. And yeah, they're checking her forearm, and I getting her a drink of water as well. So she's going to need a minute. The umpires in baseball and softball actually usually very sympathetic to the catcher, because that is a very difficult job. And Garcia got the brunt of that one. So Ileana Garcia, she's just a freshman, by the way. But very, very tough position at catcher. And she's going to tough it out. So good for her. But yeah, she's gonna be feeling that one for a while. So anyway, back to action. 0-2 the count to Oceguera. This would be a big feather in the cap of Guillen if she can get this particular batter out. Oh, and then a nasty, oh my goodness, a nasty changeup. Oceguera completely fooled, unfortunately. Illy not able to squeeze it, and that one gets away. Running on the play is a Beta. Well, actually, that will be an out, as first base was occupied. So that is an out. So a nice pitch there by Guillen to get Oceguera for one out. But moving up one base is Marissa Beta. Oh wow, with just a complete. That was about a 30-mile-an-hour pitch from Guillen. Completely fooled Oceguera, and probably everybody else in the building as well. One away here, a runner at second base, and Trinity Ortega, the first baseman at the plate. This has been a fine defensive ball game, and Ortega is having a very, very good ball game at first base. Had to stretch about as far as she could for a couple of throws to first base to record outs in this ball game. And fastball, and that is bounced too short. The throw at short to first is good, and then a throw across as a Beta trying to get to third, and she is out by a step and a half. The throw from first, no doubt about it. So another double play here pulled off by the Toppers. So your garden variety 6-3-5 double play, and that'll do it. So Abeta doubled off at third base. So no runs, one Sun Devil hit, no errors, and nobody left. So the Toppers needed that one. Needed that goose egg at the top of the fifth as they're trying to stay in the ball game here with the Sun Devils. Sun Devils still up 5-1. But big erasure there at the end of this top of the fifth inning. Abeta getting to second with one out, but just an excellent double play there by Los Alamos. Third double play in this ball game between these two defenses. So this has been an excellent defensive ball game just across the board. The one error actually was charged to Camille Hernandez rather, last inning, and that was on a routine play that trying to throw the ball over at second for a force out, and the throw got away from her. Other than that, it's been a clean ball game, very, very good defensive ball game. So up to bat for the Toppers. That is the top of the order. Rihanna Naranjo, the center fielder. She'll be followed by Anessa Owiake and Abby De Herrera. So 1, 2, and 3. Toppers need to do something here as we get into the late innings. Bottom of the fifth, 5-1 ball game. But as I said, Camille Hernandez has been in control of this ball game pretty much the entire way. Did run into some trouble in the last inning. Really the only serious trouble she's faced this entire game. And a pitch, that's a comebacker. And Camille picks it up, no problem. Throws it over to first for out number 1. One hopper right back to her. And pretty routine play there to erase the Topper leadoff batter, Naranjo, and Owiake will come to the plate. This will be her third trip, and the first inning she grounded out to the shortstop. And then hit into a double play in the third inning. And that one coming in the third inning. So Owiake fouls one off right at the Sun Devil dugout. 0-1 the count. Okay, so the game slowed down a little bit the last about inning or so. A fastball just below the knees there, trying to get Owiake to chase. So Camille's still throwing very, very hard here, bottom of the fifth. And that one, another comebacker that's scooped up by Camille. Camille actually threw the ball nearly into the dirt there on a routine throw over to first, but able to scoop it up was Trinity Ortega for out number 2. So Camille has been very, very good on the mound, but her throwing to the bases has been a little suspect today, but Ortega able to dig that one out for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Abby De Herrera. The Toppers' lone run of the ball game came on her solo shot in the top of the fourth inning. Fastball that runs inside on Abby. I'd be very surprised if Camille gives her a lot to hit here. 1-0 the count. Another fastball. That one catches the outside corner right around the letters. 1-1 the count now to Abby, but her home run was to straightaway center field. That ball just kept sailing and sailing and sailing and cleared the fence. And that got the Toppers on the board, and that one lifted too short, and routine catch there at short For out number 3, that was Ashley Ocejeda. And the toppers go down in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no Sun Devil errors, and none left. So the Sun Devils still leading this ball game 5-1. As I said, the Sun Devils have not trailed in this ball game. Got the lead on the second batter. That was Ashley Ocejeda, who hit a line drive, 2-run home run to right center field in the second batter of the ball game, and have enjoyed the lead ever since. And again, going to come out for the top of the 6th inning now. So again, came in the 4th in relief of starting pitcher Bella Robertson. Up to that point, actually had pitched fairly well, but ran into some trouble in the 4th inning, and again came in to mop things up. So due up for the Sun Devils in this inning is Hernandez, followed by Savannah Casados and Estrella Tena. So Hernandez hit into a first double play of the ball game in the 1st inning. Very, very solid line drive, but went right to Madison in right field to start that double play. And grounded out to second in the 3rd inning. For 2 for Camille today. And she's down 0-2 in the count quickly against Guillen, and that one cube shot about 10 feet down the first baseline foul. So Hernandez stays alive, 0-2 the count. So again, throwing pretty well here in relief of Bella Robertson. Again, and that one lifted to center field, but camping underneath it is Naranjo for out number 1. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. The Sun Devils are still with that solid 5-1 lead, and at the plate, Savannah Casados, the center fielder, rolled out to second base in the 1st inning and flew out to right field in the 3rd inning. First pitch, a change up, and that is off the plate. 1-0 the count to Savannah Casados, the center fielder. Big cut there, and swing and a miss. One and one the count now. Like I said, the pace of this ball game has slowed down quite a bit here. It's about top of the 4th. Again, another one of those. If this was baseball, it'd almost be like an ephus pitch, but Casado's able to lay off. That one runs outside. Balloon changeup, and then a called strike 2 right at the letters. Catches the outside corner. 2-2 the count now to Casados. Again, taking her time on the mound, and then a fastball that's going to roll to second base. That is picked up by Bergman and thrown in plenty of time for out number 2. And so that will bring up Estrella Tena, the third baseman, with 2 down here in the 6th inning. So Tenna lined out to first base and to lead off the 2nd inning, and then grounded out to third base to lead off the 4th. 0-2, 0 for 2 at the plate. First pitch, another change up, and that is off the plate for ball 1. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Toppers want to hold the Sun Devils and then get some sort of rally going. A slow roller to second base, picked up by Bergman and tossed over to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no Hilltopper errors, and nobody aboard or nobody left for the Sun Devils. So 5-1 count heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. So a couple of the final 2 at bats here for Los Alamos against Camille Hernandez, who has been very, very good so far in this ball game. Hernandez, the pitcher, and she has kept the Toppers pretty well in check. Only ran into any trouble in the bottom of the 4th when the bases were loaded with 1 out, but she was able to punch out 2 straight Topper batters to get out of that jam and keep this a 4-run ball game. Due up for Los Alamos here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Michaela again, the pitcher. Then Micah Stanfield, the left fielder, and Hannah Bergman, the second baseman. So 4, 5, and 6 due up in the order for Los Alamos. So again, her first trip drew a walk. That was back in the 1st inning. Then had a single to left field her last time up in the 4th inning. 1 for 1 with a walk. And we are ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th. And Hernandez with a windup and the pitch. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. Again, followed by Stanfield, followed by Bergman. So Toppers love to get something going here and chip into this 4-run lead. Sun Devils score 2 runs in the 1st, 2 runs in the 3rd, and a run in the 4th. Their 5th and 6th have been pretty quiet. Actually went down 1, 2, 3 in the 5th and by a double play, and then went down in order last inning. So the next pitch to Guillen is low. 3 balls for Guillen here. Guillen already drew a walk in this ball game. And Hernandez hasn't given up a whole lot of walks. But that pitch is going to be low for ball 4. So Toppers have the leadoff hitter aboard here in the 6th inning. The wind starting to strike up a little bit. And Dalen Rodriguez going in as the golden runner for Guillen, who is now on the mound, of course. And that is going to bring Mike Stanfield to the plate for the Hilltoppers. Stanfield grounded out in the 1st inning to the 3rd baseman. And then reached on an error last time up. So strike 1 and the snap throw over to first, but again, able to retreat in time. 0-1 the count. Nobody out here in the 6th. Sun Devils still up by by 2. And a steal attempt there by Rodriguez. Actually, that was a bunt attempt. And that pitch called a strike. Rodriguez running on the pitch. The throw was actually on the other side of second base. That might have beat Rodriguez had it been on the first base side, but that one ended up on the third base side, and Rodriguez able to get in. So she is in scoring position. 0-2 the count, however, to Stanfield as she lifts one to a center field that picked up, or that caught in center field by Savannah Casanos for out number 1. Went away. Rodriguez still at first base. She is the pinch runner for Guillen. And I don't know if Bergman has a connection to Southern California, but if you can hear the walk-up music, you do know that California does know how to party. Oh, Bergman to the plate with 1 out. Immediately shows bunt and keeps it out there, and she's going to bunt that one foul for a strike 1. So they're trying to move Rodriguez over to third. Yeah, but that bunt went straight foul for strike 1. 0-1 the count, just 1 out here for the Toppers with a runner on second. They would love to get that run in. Bergman again squares to bunt before the pitch and keeps it out there, and that's going to be a called strike on the inside corner. Nice fastball there from Hernandez. 0-2 the count. We'll see if the Toppers elect to keep in the bunt sign active. Apparently they will not. Bergman with the bat on her shoulder. 0-2 the count. A swing and a miss by Bergman. That one in the dirt, however, and Bergman's going to get to first. That was a strikeout, but Beta unable to hang on. And so Bergman makes it to first on the pass ball, and Rodriguez advances to third. So Toppers first and third, 1 out on the pass ball, third strike. So that pitch was low, but Bergman offered at it, and then a pop. Oh my goodness, a pop-up bunt, and a Beta right there, but she cannot squeeze it. That would have been an out, but could not hang on. That bunt attempt coming from Maria de Herrera, and a Beta looked like she had it, just could not hang on. I think it caught her on the edge of the glove, but it would have been an out. Looked like she was right there, but 0-1 the count. And they had bunts again, and that one going to go foul. And Abeta dives for that one. That would have been a very, very tough play had she made it. But that one gets down foul to 0-2 the count now. So Toppers have tried 4 consecutive bunts and have not been able to lay it down yet. Still 1 out, first and third for the Toppers, and another bunt, or at least squaring around, is Maria de Herrera, but she's able to pull her bat back in time. Meanwhile, Bergman takes off for second. She's going to make it with no throw. Beta wisely holds on to the ball. But second and third, 1 out, and De Herrera with the bunt, and that's going to get down, and there's going to be, the throw over to first is in the dirt, and the throw back home also in the dirt, and Dalen Rodriguez is going to score. So now picked up by Espanola, that bunt attempt. And then she throws it over trying to throw it over to first. Did not have a play at first. I think she was actually trying to hold off on the throw, but it got away from her. The ball went straight into the dirt. And then Rodriguez comes around from third, and she's able to score for the second topper run. So 5-2, one away. The Sun Devils and another bunt attempt. That one, and that's going to go way that throw way over the head. One run's going to score, two runs going to score. And that was Madison Tenna picking up the bunt attempt and then throwing it over to first. That ball sailed way over the first baseman's head. 2-run score, and it is a 5-4 ball game. On the bunt attempt, that one by Izzy Madison. Madison ends up on second. So 2 straight throwing errors by the Sun Devils after they'd had an amazing defensive showing, but things coming apart here in the 6th inning, and the Toppers are now down by just 1 run, 5-4. So coming around to score on that was Hannah Bergman, who actually reached on a pass ball on a 3rd strike, and then Maria De Herrera also scoring, and she just reached on an error. So a tying run in scoring position, just 1 away for the Toppers. And up to bat now is Bella Robertson. And a strike, first pitch strike. But the wheels falling off here for the Sun Devil defense in this 6th inning. So Robertson with another bunt attempt, that's going to go foul, 0-2. But the Toppers in 3 batters had a passed ball on a 3rd strike, an error, and 2 straight throwing errors by the 3rd baseman, Estrella Tenna, and that allows 3 runs to score. Toppers just down 5-4 now, and another bunt attempt, and that one is going to go to Hernandez. Hernandez picks that up and throws it over to first for out number 2, but Izzy Madison moves over to third on the sacrifice. So 2 down here, but Rihanna Naranjo, the leadoff batter, is now aboard with the tying run just 60 feet away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it has been a rough inning for the Sun Devil defense. Sun Devil defense playing the bunt again. And Tenna and the first baseman, Trinity Ortega, are literally 25 feet from home plate. So they're obviously playing the bunt. They might be in trouble if Naranjo decides to take a full whack, but and now they're back to semi-normal depth, and the wow. So the next pitch is fouled straight back and caught barehanded by a fan right here in the parking lot. I wouldn't have caught that, but yeah. So anyway, 0-2 the count to Rihanna Naranjo. Tying run 60 feet away for Los Alamos. But Hernandez 0-2, and that next pitch is fouled back at on the right side now to play. Once again, still 0-2. So Toppers taking advantage of a leadoff walk, a pass ball, and a 3rd strike, and 2 straight throwing errors. Push 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hernandez trying to get out of this. Next pitch is just low from Hernandez. Fastball just beneath the bottom part of the strike zone. 1-2 the count. 5-4 ball game. Toppers want to tie this up. Runner at third. And next pitch is high and outside. 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild here as Hernandez trying to get out of this inning and keep her team on top here heading into inning number 7. But the Toppers have battled back. And the pitch from Hernandez, and that is fouled off once again right back into the screen. So Naranjo hanging tough here with 2 strikes. Seventh batter up to the plate now for the Toppers in this inning against Hernandez, who had been up until last inning pretty well lights out. And another fastball, and again, that one fouled back to the screen by Rihanna Naranjo, the center fielder. Count remains 2-2. Here we go. Hernandez with a windup and the pitch. And just low and inside. 3-2 the count. First base is open, but I'm sure Hernandez would love to get out of this inning without having to burn through any more pitches if at all possible. And a little bit of a change of pace there. And again, Naranjo just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. That was a nice pitch. Just caught a piece of it. The count remains full. 2 down. Runner at third. Tying run at third for Los Alamos in this District 2 4A opener. And Hernandez, that one's going to be high, and that's going to be off the wall and high, and in to score is Izzy Madison. So she will score on the wild pitch, and we have a tie ball game. Toppers trailed by 4 runs heading into this bottom of the 6th inning. They have tied it up. And the Toppers do not have a hit in this inning, but have scored 4 runs. Actually, only 1 ball is left the infield, and that was on a routine flyout. So the Toppers have tied up the ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-5 ball game. Runner at first base. 2 down. And then, foul ball by Anessa Wiake. She is showing bunt. She bunted it foul and bunted it right off of her helmet. She apparently is laughing it off right now. That caught her pretty well, but she is obviously okay. 0-1 the count. Toppers have used the bunt very, very effectively. That is obviously the chink in the Espanola Valley armor. A throw down to getting off base for the Toppers was Naranjo. Throw came down to second. Would have caught her easily, but Naranjo able to put on the brakes and retreat to first in time. 1-1 the count here. 5-5 ball game. Toppers have scored 4 runs in this inning. And the pitch, and that is high for ball 2. Again, Naranjo way off the bag, throw over to second. But she is able to scoot back to first. Really taking a lot of chances over there at first. 2-1 the count now to Wiake. The 8th batter of this inning. And taking some off of that is Hernandez. And Wiake swings through it for strike 2. Two and two the count now for Wiake, the number 2 batter in the top order. And there's a pitch that's going to be low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. Toppers have scored 4 runs in this inning to tie this ball game that the Sun Devils had led since the second batter of the ball game. Toppers have not led in this contest, but have battled back after being dominated for 5.5 innings. And that pitch is high for ball 4. So Hernandez, who'd been very, very good, has issues 2 straight walks. So runners at first and second. Hernandez probably a little bit rattled after all the craziness in this inning. I imagine she's probably a little bit gassed. And then Robert Garcia out, the manager for the Sun Devils. And he is going to intentionally walk Abby De Herrera. So now the base is juiced once again. De Herrera got the Toppers on the scoreboard in the 4th inning. She led that off with a solo home run to center field. And that had been the only run of the ball game until this inning, but he's going to put her on board. So base is loaded after the intentional walk. So two walks and an intentional walk, and that's going to bring up Guillen. And Guillen was trying to put this game out of reach with one huge swing. Could not catch up to the fastball, however. 0-1 the count. Next pitch is high. No place to put Guillen, by the way. 1-1 the count. So Naranjo on third, Wiake on second, and Abby De Herrera on first. 2 down, 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Toppers would love to take the lead here. And that pitch, nice pitch right on the inside part of the plate for strike 2 rather, 1-2 the count. It's almost an Espanola Valley trying to each pick up their first district win. Next pitch, and that is lifted, and that is going to hook foul and out of play. Still 1-2 the count, and Camille Hernandez, who's been outstanding in this ball game, laboring through this 6th inning. Been a very, very long inning for her. And they really had a chance to get out of it almost unscathed, but things just falling apart for her defense. 1-2 the count to Guillen with the bases juiced. And there's a pitch that's going to be low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Hernandez asking for a new ball. Didn't care for that one. 2-2 the count. So Hernandez doing a lot of fidgeting there on the rubber. It's usually a sign that she is a little bit out of gas. There's a pitch. That's going to be low, and that's going to get away from the catcher, and that's going to score. That is going to score. Rhiannon Naranjo from third base. The Toppers take the lead 6-5 on the wild pitch. Nothing about that pitch looked good for Hernandez. She looked like she actually kind of slipped off the rubber as she went into her windup, and then that ball rolled across home plate, could not be picked up by Abeta, and in to score from third base is Naranjo, and the Toppers have the lead. 3-2 the count now, and that pitch is high. And I think, is that ball 4? That is ball 4. Another walk issued by Hernandez, who had been outstanding through 5 innings in this ball game. But everything falling apart right now for her and the Sun Devils. Toppers take the lead. They are up 6-5. As Gian gets taken out for a pinch runner. So the bases loaded once again for Los Alamos, and up to bat now is Micah Stanfield. So the base is loaded. Toppers would love to get a couple of insurance runs here. Still 2 down. Robert Garcia coming out to talk to the umpire. I think he might want to make a change, and actually I think Garcia asking about the courtesy runner, because that was not courtesy runner they'd used earlier, I don't think. Well, no, I take that back. I think it was. But we're going to get, we're getting that looked into right now. So 6-5 ball game. Toppers have pushed 5 runs across the plate. Like I said, only 1 ball has left the infield this entire bottom of the 6th inning, and that was a routine fly ball. It was caught. Other than that, the ball has not left the infield, and the Toppers have scored 5 runs in that situation. 3 walks issued by Hernandez and 1 intentional walk, 2 errors, a passed ball on a 3rd strike. And that has been the Sun Devils' defensive inning. Toppers have taken advantage. And Stanfield up, and the first pitch is off for ball 1. Base is loaded once again. Toppers would love to get another run or 2 heading into the top of the 7th. The pitch fouled back from Stanfield. 1-1 the count. And, you know, just crazy inning. The Toppers just like with 5 runs, but what a just awful inning for the pitcher Camille Hernandez, who was just absolutely dealing for most of this ball game, as the next pitch is fouled straight back. 1-2 the count to Stanfield. On third base, and Anessa Wiake for Los Alamos. Abby De Herrera at first base, or third base, or second base, one of those bases. She's definitely at a base. And Guillen at first. And there's next pitch. That is in the dirt. Coming home to score will be Wiake. Wild pitch, and Wiake scores. The Toppers score, push another run across. They are now up 7-5. That pitch was a ball, 2-2 the count, but runner still at second and third. Stanfield come through with a base hit. That'll be another 2 in the bank. What an unbelievable inning. And there's the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 3. First base is open. But last thing I think Hernandez wants to do is keep this inning going. See if she gives Stanfield something to hit. Still got a fair amount of zip on her fastball. But that one's going to be low and inside. And another walk. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks plus an intentional walk in a row. Toppers do not have a hit in this inning. In this 6-run 6th inning. And that is going to bring Bergman to the plate for Los Alamos. She's the 12th batter of this inning for the Hilltoppers. Earlier this inning, she struck out, but reached on a passed ball. It would have been the second out of the inning, but could not complete the strikeout cycle. Bergman squares to bunt. She's going to bunt that foul. 0-2 the count to Bergman. Toppers again with the bases loaded, 2-run lead after trailing this entire ball game. Oh, and 2 the count to Bergman. And the pitch from Hernandez, that's going to be low and inside for ball 1. And Abby De Herrera about halfway down the third baseline. And hoping Abeta would look at it. I don't think Abeta even saw her. If she did, she wasn't going to do anything about it. And the way this inning has gone defensively for the Sun Devils, I don't blame her. 1-2 the count to Bergman. And the pitch, that's going to run inside. So 2-2 the count. And Abeta chases Abby De Herrera back to third base after she got well off the bag again. 2 down, been 2 down for a while here in this bottom of the 6th inning. And Bergman fouls it off the screen behind home plate. Count remains 2-2. And Hernandez has got to have thrown 50 pitches in this inning alone. Two and two the count still. And there's the pitch. Bergman fouls that one off. And out of play. They had Etta on third. Galen Rodriguez on second. And Micah Stanfield on first base. 2-2. And then a changeup. Bergman offers at it. And finally, Hernandez gets out of the inning, but the Toppers score 6 runs on no hits. 2 very costly Sun Devil errors and 3 left on base. So the Toppers up 7-5. What an incredible turn of events there in the bottom of the 6th inning. Toppers now just 3 outs away from picking up their a win in their district debut. And it just, what an unbelievable inning. And boy, Camille Hernandez, who was just fantastic through 5 innings in this ball game, just everything fell apart for her in that 6th. A couple of very costly errors, a passed ball, and then just obviously a lot of that stuff rattled her. She couldn't find the plate, and a lot of walks, a lot of wild pitches, and the Toppers now are 3 outs away from earning this district victory. So for the Sun Devils, who, boy, they haven't been up in a while, and have been actually offensively pretty quiet for the last 3 innings, they are going to bring to the plate Estrella Tena, Gracie Bird, and Mariah Dudan. And they will face Michaela Guillen. And Guillen poised to win this contest on the mound if she can retire the Sun Devils here in this top of the 7th inning. First pitch fastball, and that is swung and missed. And excuse me, I think I said Tena was up. It's actually Gracie Bird that is up. Bird has a pair of doubles in this ball game. She's been very, very solid at the plate. A ground ball to short, picked up by De Herrera and thrown to first for out number 1. 1 away, Mariah Dudan up to the plate for the Sun Devils. Down to their final 2 outs in this ball game after dominating this ball game pretty much the entire way, and then slapped towards second base and some trouble at first. Anyway, Dudan safe at first. Got a little screened out there. I did not see what happened, but Dudan is safe. So anyway, she is aboard. And some trouble over there at first base as well. Topper coaching staff out there looking at something. Not quite. Like I said, I was screened out. I actually did not get to see what happened. So a bad hop at first, and Dudan is aboard with 1 out here in the 7th inning. So the Sun Devils still alive. Unfortunately, I've got a battery problem here with the phone. So hopefully this game will wrap up here pretty quick. But in any event, a 1 away for the Sun Devils. That's going to bring Aaliyah Lopez, the number 9 batter, to the plate once we get back to action here. So coming up on Saturday, got a softball baseball doubleheader for you that's scheduled. The Topper softball team will be here at 10 a.m. to face the Taos Tigers, the winless Taos Tigers, in another District 2 4A contest. So as soon as that game wraps up, we're going to pack up and we're going to go up to a Bomber Field on North Mesa and bring you the Topper Taos Tiger baseball game. So the softball game scheduled for 10 a.m., the baseball game scheduled for 1 p.m. So we can usually do that as long as, as long as everything kind of stays in that time slot. So that is the plan for Saturday. And those are both 2 4A contests. Topper Baseball, by the way, playing the Sun Devil baseball team up in Los Alamos as we speak. 0-2 the count to Aaliyah Lopez, and swing and a miss. She strikes out. Well, no, I guess she didn't. Okay, I thought that was. Yeah, she did. Okay, so we're still trying to figure that out. But no, she goes down on strikes. So 2 down, and the Toppers 1 out away from pulling this game out. This ball game, which dominated by Espanola Valley for 5.5 innings, but just things completely fell apart for the Sun Devils in the 6th. And so Marissa Beta, the last hope for the Sun Devils, she looks at a high fastball for strike 1, right at the letters. So, like I said, I'm running a little bit low on battery in the phone, so we're going to try to wrap this up. A nice change up from Guillen. Had a Beta way out in front on her front foot. 0-2 the count. 2 down, 1 runner aboard. And the Sun Devils down to their last strike here. But there's another pitch. That one in the dirt. And moving over to first base is we have a pinch runner for the Sun Devils. That is it's Alexis Rivas. So she moves over to second base. 2 down, 1-2 the count to Abeta. Yeah, fastball that is rolled over to second, picked up by Bergman and tossed over to first for out number 3. And that is your ball game. So the Toppers pull this one out 7-5 here at Hope Field. Wild ball game. The Sun Devils dominating this ball game for 5.5 innings, but things just absolutely fell apart for the Sun Devils in the bottom of the 6th. The Toppers score 6 runs after trailing the entire way and take this one 7-5. This is District 2 4A opener for both teams. Toppers move to 9-5 overall, 1-0 in district. The Sun Devils fall to 4-8 and 0-1. So 6 runs in that 6th inning for Los Alamos, and they pull this one out 7-5 here at Hope Field. So I'm going to wrap this up, but wild finish here at Hope Field. Toppers win it 7-5. And so we'll be back on the air on Saturday. Want to thank the Daily Post and Carol Clark for their support and the support of the Los Alamos Fire Department and the Los Alamos Police Department. Thank you very, very much for your support of Hilltopper Sports. So that'll do it for me. This is Mike Mays. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.
Hello, I'm Commander Oliver Morris with the Los Alamos Police Department. It's an exciting time to live in Los Alamos. With the increase in hiring at the lab, we've seen more motorists and visitors come to Los Alamos. But with that, we've also seen an increase in traffic. And with traffic, we also get calls of distracted driving, speeding, and sometimes aggressive driving. Please join me in reducing these calls. Our officers are going to be out in force looking for these types of driving behavior. If you see something, please call us at our non-emergency line or our emergency line. We appreciate your partnership in helping keep our community safe, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Troy Hughes with Los Alamos Fire Department, reminding you that fall's upon us and winter's soon coming, so we'll start using our appliances more, like our furnace, our fireplaces. Make sure you get those appliances checked by a certified technician, especially the fireplaces. Make sure you've got a good chimney sweep, get that thing good and clean and ready to burn, and make sure you have a good working CO detector and smoke alarm in your home if you're going to use those appliances.